MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
Unless you closely follow what's going on in the auto industry, you might not know that the best-selling three-row luxury SUV of all time is the Acura MDX. That's right, the MDX has been delivering great comfort, practicality, and performance to American families since 2001. For 2025, the MDX story not only continues, but gets more intriguing than ever. We do love that Acura has been placing more of a priority on performance than ever lately, adding their Type S badge to more and more vehicles. That badge was applied to the MDX for the first time shortly after this 4th-gen MDX arrived for 2022. And as we're always looking for an exciting summer fling, we couldn't say no to putting this 2024 Acura MDX Type S to the test. Far from just a stylish trim package, Type S upgrades tend to be fairly comprehensive, and that is indeed the case here in the MDX. Building on what is already a wide and stable platform, this Type S gets a complete chassis overhaul with a reworking of the double wishbone front suspension, adding sport-tuned active dampers to allow first-time instant adjustment to Acura's air suspension. The variable ratio electric power steering system is also updated, and larger Brembo brakes added behind new 21-inch wheels with Continental Performance tires. They've even moved the battery to the rear of the vehicle to help improve balance. Also helping in that cause, the hood, front fenders, and shock towers are made of aluminum. There's a unique powertrain too, as the Type S ditches the standard MDX's long-running staple 3.5-liter V6 in favor of a 3-liter V6 turbo with 355 horsepower and 354 pound-feet of torque. It works through a sport-tuned 10-speed automatic transmission and the 4th generation of Acura's super handling all-wheel drive. So with 65 more horsepower and 87 additional pound-feet of torque over an MDX A-Spec, we couldn't wait to get to our Mason-Dixon Dragway test track. There was great power at launch as the Type S hooked up immediately and placed us firmly in the well-bolstered seats during the quick 5.4-second trip to 60 miles per hour. That's a full second quicker than we got in the standard MDX back in '22. Power delivery stayed very strong down the track with a nice throaty exhaust note that was pleasing to our ears without being too loud or obnoxious. Shifts in the 10-speed were aggressive, with an additional punch of power as each new gear was engaged. And the MDX kept a slightly nose-up posture throughout the quarter mile, completed in 13.9 seconds at 100 miles per hour. There's truly a kaleidoscope of performance enhancers here. The air suspension with active dampers, the torque vectoring super handling all-wheel drive, and the integrated dynamic system with exclusive Sport Plus mode. And while it's easy to complain about Acura's heavy-handed tech-forward approach, it's hard to argue with the results, as it stayed securely planted throughout our handling exercises. It's true we'd love to have more steering feel, but this Type S turned in with precision. There was minimal body roll and only a touch of understeer approaching its limits. The upgraded brakes were up to the task too, stopping us from 60 and 111 feet with good pedal feel and no fade. Type S treatments for the interior include metal trim, Milano leather seating, contrast stitching, paddle shifters on the Type S labeled flat-bottom steering wheel, sunroof, wireless phone charging, and Acura's 12.3-inch precision cockpit instrumentation. The available Advance package adds massaging front seats, a head-up display, and a 1,000-watt 25-speaker ELS Studio 3D audio system with speakers seemingly everywhere in the cabin. The dash-top display is also 12.3 inches. It's clear and well within line of sight. Inputs are made on the console-mounted touchpad. Still not our favorite setup. Climate controls and charge ports for second-row passengers, and the Type S retains the MDX's 3-row flexibility. Outside, there's a unique diamond pentagon grille with additional airflow, a front splitter, and new air intakes down low in the fascia with radiators behind. In back is a rear diffuser-style lower fascia with a quartet of big round exhaust outlets. And just in case you need it, the air suspension allows you to jack it all up 2 inches for clearing obstacles. Government fuel economy ratings are 17 city, 21 highway, and 19 combined. We averaged a fine 20.3 miles per gallon of premium. That's slightly below average for the energy impact score, consuming 15.7 barrels of oil annually while emitting 7.8 tons of CO2. Pricing for the Type S is $69,800. With the advanced package, an additional $5,350. Packing 355 horsepower and some serious handling chops, the 2024 Acura MDX Type S is not only the most powerful and best performing Acura SUV ever, but the benchmark of its price point. In sum, by adding heaps of legit Type S performance into their best-selling SUV, Acura has made an already great effort far more enticing than ever.